Welcome, everyone. It is finally the moment all of my haters have been waiting on. It's the season finale. After this, you guys get a break for me because fall semester is pretty much over. To be honest, this episode, it's a mess. First, I'm going to let Jon Alfano, or as Dominic Moeller calls him, the Italian Stallion, call the shots as host as Douglas Smothers returns to talk some puck again. Then, senior Joey W. makes his first and last appearance on the Combine Couch with regulars Tyler Brownring and Jack Hansel. That's right, 4 Vikings fans. I try and guess what we're talking about. You'll never get it. Then, actual regulars, Nathaniel and Isaiah, slide on in to talk some NFL. Season 1 finale, Combine, starts right now.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated chance, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to give me plaques. Step up in the building and I only bring the facts. When I make a highlight, they gon' replay, run it back. Okay, always locked in, now I don't got time to lax. Saying he the best, he could take a lap. Batted 1,000 when you check the stats. Boy, is you ready? You ain't gotta ask.
Welcome back to the Combine, everyone. I'm so excited to be hosting this hockey segment here with you today. And I cannot give enough thanks to Cameron, the regular host of Combine, for giving me this opportunity on my last week of shows. We'll save the emotions for a bit later, but for now, let's just talk some pucks. So, joining me, I have Cameron and Doug, as you saw. Cameron, you're getting introduced on your own show. How does that feel?
Hey, as long as I'm here, it's a good day, right?
Yeah. And Doug, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I love hockey. Can't wait to talk about it today.
Yeah, we'll get at each other's throats for sure.
Yeah, of
so,
course.
First off, we want to talk about everyone's favorite team, the one that's smacking everyone to start the season, the Boston Bruins. And that was all a lie. I hate them with every fiber of my being. But they are doing amazing right now. They're 18-3. They are smacking teams. I think they have like a plus 40 goal differential, and they've won 12 straight games at home to start the year, which is the longest streak in NHL history. Like, it's really insane what they're doing, and I don't know an exact reason for it, but it's happening. What do you guys think is the reason for it?
I think it's really interesting that they're doing this because, like you said, you don't know how they're doing it. They had all these injury concerns to start the year, and when you look at their record, it was a record the Panthers set last year. So it was a long-standing record. People were like, oh, the Panthers broke it. When is this going to be broken again? And then the next year, Brad Marchand and Charlie McAvoy and Taylor Hall and Patrice Bergeron just stepped up, and somehow, some way, they're just doing it.
Yeah.
We can't have anything in Florida. No. Like, we break
South
a record, beginning of the next season, it's already broken again. Like,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's like you said, Cameron, they have all the same pieces, like as years past. They have Marchand, they have Bergeron, they have Pasternak, all them, but everyone's just playing at a career level right now, which is honestly kind of insane. I don't know what has happened, like what's in the water in Boston, like what are they doing? Yeah.
Well, they're getting great goalie play, too.
They are, that's true.
But I do want to just point out, who was the last team to beat the Bruins the other day?
The Panthers.
The Florida Panthers, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Arguably my 2 least favorite teams in the league. But, okay, so moving on, like what do you think anyone can stop this team, like with how they're playing right now?
Doug, I'll let you go.
I don't know, because they're just playing at they're the best team in hockey right now. It's not even like a question.
Yeah.
They're going to have the games where they play another good team, they're going to lose just because that's hockey. Playoff hockey is obviously a completely different environment, situation. Anything could happen in playoffs, but at the moment, I don't see anyone really beating them.
I mean, you can go with the training pick of the Devils. I mean, the Devils are kind of going crazy.
Yeah,
the Devils are cracked right now.
Devils-
I don't know.
Devils are impressing.
I don't know how. When I did my hockey episode of the Combine and it was a team to watch out for, I wanted to pick the Devils so badly, but like I wasn't going to because they were not going to do this, and then they did this.
Yeah.
When you talk about a team that could beat them, I mean, the Avalanche, but like that's not an Eastern Conference team. The Maple Leafs aren't making it out the first round, so they're irrelevant, and that's really.
You mean
it.
your Stanley Cup pick Maple Leafs?
Listen, there's no way
He's
it
coming
happens
back to
10 years
reality.
in a row that they
He's
get knocked out in the
coming back
first
to
round.
reality.
I refuse to believe it.
You underestimate the power of the Maple
They're
Leafs.
due. They're due.
Yeah, but okay. So I think the way they're playing now, like no one can stop them. Like they're just winning by too much. But I don't know how long that form keeps up with. Like, obviously they're not going to play like amazing the entire season. They're going to have rough stretches, but they're almost a lock to get into the playoffs with just how good they're starting. And it's really tough to see them like not at least making it to the second round. Like they're just too stacked, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And they've had that core that's been together for a while now. They've been in the playoffs together. They just know how to win now.
Yeah.
They
Come
have
playoff
that
time, it's gonna be beneficial.
veteran leadership.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about our teams today. So Doug and I represented our jerseys, and then Cameron,
I have something planned for about 10 minutes from now. You guys
so you get a pass for that. But we'll start off with my team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's been an interesting start, I would say. We're doing all right. We're not doing fantastic, but like Vasilevsky is not like amazing. He's still good, but he's just kind of there.
He's not a world beater anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I trust him in the playoffs, obviously, but like regular season, I don't know. And then forwards, they're okay. No one's doing like awful, but no one's like blowing me away. So, yeah. Is there something that looks different about this team to you guys than years past?
I mean, they're still led by Kucherov. That's something that remains still. But like you said, Vasilevsky's not doing that impressive. I mean, still under 3 goals a game average, but it's 2.94. It's very like, it's mediocre for him.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not playing up to their standards where it was certain games he would be the difference maker. He's just not being that quite the same difference maker he has been in the past couple of years.
I think the losses on defense are also really getting to them, like losing McDonough, losing Ruda. Those guys were 2 really key defenders like over the last few years, and now they're gone. Like I think it's an adjustment period for them. Hopefully they'll get it together, but
That was the thing. You guys had these guys on your 4th line that would come in and make a huge impact, and you lost some of them, and now you're kind of seeing the effects of it.
Yeah. So now let's move down south across the state to talk about Doug's Panthers. Doug, take it away.
Where do I start with this team? Last year was
place.
such a high. It was
You're
such a
starting
high,
5th place.
and now I'm very depressed with this team.
Y'all gonna miss the playoffs?
We're not in playoffs at the moment, so I have no idea. But Matthew Tkachuk, he's playing very solid for us.
Yeah.
He's second on our team on goals.
He leads your team in points.
Yeah,
by far.
He's first in assists. He's going crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely been a big part of what's working, but I also feel like it's an adjustment period for Barkov because he has played with Huberdeau for so long, even if they are on separate lines. And now he's gone. And you see it on the other end, too, with Huberdeau in Calgary. He's not doing that well. But I think the biggest thing is Ekblad being out for those few weeks, and the defense behind him is really thin, if you ask me.
I do like Forsling. I think he has been playing solid. But our goaltending has been very suspect, very inconsistent. I do like Spencer Knight, but we have to start Bobrovsky because he's on this insane contract, and we're not just going to bench him.
Yeah.
And then, we just need consistent defense and goaltending.
Yeah, definitely. And then we're going to throw it west now to Cameron's team, the Minnesota Wild. Take it away, Christmas tree jerseys.
That's great. Disappointing. Our retro reverse jersey, our reverse retro jerseys are trash, same as last year. I don't like them. We're just disappointing. I mean, I knew this was not going to be a good year. We have, $12 million dead cap from the Parise Suter deal that we cut. Marco Rossi, we actually just sent him down to Iowa. He's not been that impressive, but it's a long-term, that's the worst fate in the world getting sent to Iowa. I know, John. I see you laughing.
Sorry, Ella.
He'll develop in a year and a half, but he's so young. Boldy's young too. Kaprizov leads our team in everything. He's just our entire team. We just got Ryan Reeves. I mean, it's only been a game or two, but we beat the Coyotes, who don't count as an NHL team, by the way. They're a D1 college team right now.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell now, but we started off really rough, and then Andre Fleury kind of got in his rhythm. But 5th in our division, we're really not, we're not making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, which is a shame. I think the Wild, I like what they're building, but I just don't know if I say it. So real quick, rapid fire. I've got 3 matchups, one forward, 1 defenseman, and 1 goalie for the future. We've got at forward, Matthews versus Draisaitl. We've got at defense, Yossi versus McAvoy. And then on goalie, we've got Igor Shesterkin versus Andrei Vasilevsky.
You're a bold man for pronouncing that last name.
Yeah, I am. I watched this team. If I couldn't pronounce it, I don't know what
I'm
I
talking
did.
about Igor.
Okay. All right. Give your picks real quick for these 3 matchups.
I'll start. I go Matthews,
Okay.
McAvoy, Vasi.
I have Matthews, I have Josie, and I have Vassie because Vassie's more proven. Yeah.
I think I do have to agree with Doug on the defense because McAvoy is a lot younger. Like, he has a lot more room to grow, I think. Yossi, right now, I think is a better defenseman, but I don't know how much in the future that'll hold up. But that's all the time we have for this segment.
Say your goodbyes, man.
That's all the time we have for this segment, unfortunately. I can't thank Cameron enough for giving me this opportunity to host this segment. It's been a blast. And everyone else here in the studio, you guys are amazing. I'll say more goodbyes on nighttime, but just for now, you guys are amazing. So when you come back, it's going to be Vikings propaganda.
HCF Hot Takes. I'm Johnny Jackson. We've got Emily Aaron to my right and Maluka Costa to my left.
Hello and welcome to our segment of Hot Ones. I'm here with Noah Kemper and Grant
Wheeler.
Yep, I knew that. Grant Wheeler.
Listen, I'm a Bulls fan, but I just can't ever argue against LeBron. I watched him my whole life.
I've been going back and forth with this debate for a long time. It's got to be Michael Jordan.
Whatever she wanted. I would wake up in a maid costume for Doja Cat.
Brutal.
Jeffrey Laux, no question.
Richie, I would give it to Richie.
It is not Richie. It is not Richie.
No, it's Jeff.
Richie's pronouns are he/they because he cannot be him.
What?
Oh, wait a second.
I'm gonna have to also agree and say Jeff. He always is spiffy.
It might be Cameron. Cameron's had some good fits.
Out of the women, Norelli always dresses really, really cute.
Oh, that went so awful.
It's basketball.
College football, I think, is the best sport to watch.
If you don't like soccer, it's because you suck at it.
I think college football is the best.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome back, and now it is the moment nobody has been waiting for except for us. About 4 weeks ago, I promised Jack that if the Vikings beat the Bills, 30 minutes of talking about Kirk Cousins. Well, the Vikings won, then the World Cup show and the trivia shows happened, so that kind of got pushed. And while I couldn't get 30 minutes, the time has come. Go to Cam 2 right now. We are
Skol! 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 Skol!
We are 9-2. We don't have a script for this. We have nothing planned. We're just gonna talk, guys. Come on. We're 9-2. Come on.
So
Go, baby.
Jack, you go first. You go.
all right, I gotta say, my guy, Kirk Cousins, aka Kirk Thuggins, aka the fourth quarter pharaoh, aka the 1 o'clock assassin, has been that guy this year. He's a dark horse MVP candidate.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a segment. Yes.
And there is.
He's not the only one on the team.
There is no one in the NFC that I would take over the duo trio, Cousins, O'Connell, Jefferson. Tell me what trio you'll take over them.
Mic drop.
It is Justin Jefferson's world, man, and we're just living in it. I am bitter. I'm beyond bitter that he is only second in receiving yards in the league by a yard to Tyreek Hill by one. I see you, Noah. All right, but listen, oh my gosh, dude, it's the Bills game. The Bills game was magic.
Oh, God.
I never experienced that. As a Vikings fan, like the one good thing that ever happened to me was the Minneapolis Miracle.
And then we got blown out the next week.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing happened this week. We got ripped to shreds,
it's
but
a
like.
time-honored tradition.
Exactly. Joey.
Man, what was it? Is it the turducken? Is that what it's called? Or
The
whatever?
turducken.
Turducken. Man, whatever. I don't even eat it. It was dry, but we up. So that's all that matters to me.
9-2.
No, like realistically though, is there any trio you would take over Cousins, O'Connell, and Jefferson?
I mean, I'm not familiar with the intricacies of the NFC head coaching system, but like no, because that's my team.
NFC,
Like I mean, I don't.
in the NFC or in the NFL as a whole.
Well,
NFC.
Yeah, you have to
NFC,
take Mahomes, Reed, and
in the
Kels if
NFC,
you join
I don't
the
know.
entire league.
I don't know.
There is none.
I don't think so.
And when Kirk Cousins gets to play 3 playoff games in Minnesota
At 1 o'clock.
home,
At 1 o'clock.
the lights will be
At
on.
1.
The lights will be on. It will not be dark time, and they will be just fine.
You will not suffer
Daylight
from his
savings will switch
astigmatism.
back.
It will
No,
not
I
be
actu-
dark time.
I actually saw he's a dork. He tracks his entire day hour
Really?
by hour on an Excel spreadsheet, and that's why he cannot perform at night. And I don't know if it's true or not, but
No,
it's Kirk Cousins, so I'm choosing to believe
The
it.
theory I have is that Kirk Cousins suffers from astigmatism, and he has a lack of depth perception because of the bright lights. So that's why he's so good in the afternoon games. But the 1 seed is very much on the table for Minnesota. We only play 2 teams with winning records right now, and that's the Giants and the Jets this Sunday. All the other teams have losing records. And the Eagles, they play the Giants twice, they play the Titans this week, and they play
have the Cowboys still.
They can drop all of those games. It's like they're not all like easy gimme wins for the Eagles.
But like you look at our schedule, we have division games coming up. I don't trust us to. Okay, I'm the pessimist here. In case you guys couldn't tell, I don't trust us to win out and sweep the division the entire time. We're gonna lose to one of Green Bay, Detroit, or we're not losing. Well, we shouldn't lose to Chicago, but we're gonna lose to one of them.
I think we're gonna lose to Chicago.
I would agree with you, but like, I don't know if you just saw what happened. The Patriots were the #1 scoring defense in the NFL,
This
and
is true.
we ripped them to shreds.
On night game.
Like
On
nighttime. Like I said, in the Minneapolis
National
Lights.
holiday.
National holiday.
Minneapolis
So like,
Lights.
what deep? Like this is the peak. This is the start of the peak for the Vikings. I cannot be even more excited. I just cannot be.
I haven't felt a high like this since 2017. I never thought I'd get to experience that magic again. But
So
here we are.
we are all wearing Adam Thielen jerseys, and then Joey decided to go retro with the Adrian Peterson.
Got up to AP, bro.
All day.
You know, come on, that's my man. I mean, hey, you know, he did some questionable things, but I still love him.
2012 was great, man.
yeah.
He won MVP.
Yeah, he's so many records with the Vikings. You know, yeah, great guy.
No, I don't. So Tyler has Justin Jefferson as a dark horse for MVP.
It can if there's any non-quarterback who deserves it, it's him. Because like literally, he's our offense sometimes.
All the times.
Sometimes.
You mean the first half and the fourth quarter?
When they stop carrying and then Dalvin gets like his touchdown run for the game, basically, yeah. But like we don't win the Bills game without him. We don't win the Patriots game without him. We don't blow out the Packers without him. He is everything. Without him, this team is nothing, and that is true. And when we have to pay him next year, give him ownership of the team. I don't care. I don't want him to leave like Diggs did.
We also don't win without Kirk Go Chains.
This is also true.
Kirk Go 6 Chains has been.
He said he's gonna need to get a grill
money
on
in the
Thanksgiving.
fourth
They're like, what's next? He's like, man, I gotta get a grill. I gotta hit my barber in Michigan, or my dentist in
I'm not
Michigan.
saying, not barber.
Yeah, nah.
But the disrespect to Kirk Cousins in this MVP race that he's not in is absolutely absurd. He leads the league in fourth quarter comebacks and leads the league in game-winning drives.
Sure, he's not as great statistically years past.
He's winning games.
He's winning games.
Winning games.
He's winning one-score games.
That doesn't happen.
That's a skill.
We are undefeated in that.
I have to know. So last night, Packers played the Eagles. Who'd you guys root for? Because I wanted both teams to lose very much. So.
I called you a goofball for.
Yeah, you did call me a goofball, but like,
I wanted the Packers to win also.
I wanted the Packers to
it
win
makes.
too.
You gotta.
I couldn't bring myself to it.
It hurts, but you gotta see long term.
But like, the Packers being bad is so much better short
is
term.
fun. No, but
short-term relief is better than long-term satisfaction.
The benefit of that loss, though, is that the Vikings can clinch the division this Sunday with a win and a Lions loss.
And Aaron Rodgers is injured.
Aaron Rodgers Aaron Rodgers might be done. The oblique.
It's
injury.
Jordan Love season. It was 15
It's
years
his
to the
time.
day that Aaron Rodgers replaced Brett Favre. Just little tidbit of facts for you.
That's
Really?
scary crazy.
That's what I saw this
Wow.
morning. I'm just reading up on Vikings propaganda.
The NFL
It
is
can't be
rigged.
stopped. It can't be stopped.
VikingsPropaganda.com.
All right, we are done. Joey, say your goodbyes, Mr. Senior Boy.
Oh man, it's just really cool to see how far this whole program's come. I know I'm not here a lot because I got a lot of other stuff going on.
You can say it.
Yeah, I've been the mascot for the past like 2.5 years here, so that takes a lot of time. But yeah, it's just really cool to see how far things come. And I remember when there was like a ghost crew, and now it's people just like there's like 50 deep. And we went from like 15 to 15, 15 to 50. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping. But yeah, it's great to see everyone and that the program's killing it. So.
All right, well, that is all the time we have for this Vikings propaganda segment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys probably didn't, but
The greatest segment on Combine history.
100%.
100%.
So when we come back, Nate and Isaiah are going to join us. Or join me. Not they're getting kicked out. We're going to talk actual NFL because we have to talk about the rest of the league by obligation. Nate and Isaiah, welcome to the show. Now, before we begin, it is time to officially reveal the final standings for the pick'em we've been doing over the last 12 weeks. I'm not going to need everyone's score because there were 33 people who did it. So here's some of them. Executive producer Johnny Jackson, 11 points, near the bottom. Doug, 10th place, 26. Isaiah, 6th place, 38. Alfano, tied for 4th, 39. 3rd place was nighttime host and newly promoted executive producer Camden Mary with 41. 2nd place, Nathaniel with 44. And I believe to nobody's surprise, despite them having their own suspicions, I won 55 points. I know you guys, I hear the groans.
I think it's that Minnesota math, you did something.
I promise
you carried a few extra ones.
I promise you it wasn't rigged. I just was one of the few people who did it every week, and that's obviously going to give me advantage. Simple as that. Segment 3. So I know football better than anyone here. Simple as that.
The only one who filled out your survey, but it's fine.
He filled them out after the games. He's like, oh, I went 5-0 this week. What do you know?
So season's starting to wind down, home stretch. We're done after this episode for a little bit. So a game that we might miss. So Nate, start us off.
Dolphins versus Bills is probably, I would say it's the biggest game of the year. I mean, you look at how tight the AFC East is. I mean, they're a game apart, and the Dolphins beat the Bills the first time they played. Whoever wins that game, I think they win the division. Josh Allen needs to get healthy, and Von Miller, who knows how long he's going to be out. If he's out, that could, I mean, he's their closer, and I mean, the Bills' health is really going to be key for that game. And
that really decides the AFC East. The AFC East is tight top to bottom. Like you said, a game and a half. Even everybody.
The Patriots are like a game out. Like all 4 teams could get into the playoffs.
I think we're all saying the same thing. The Bills are dead. Josh Allen's arm, dead. Von Miller, dead. OBJ, arrested. The Bills are done.
Remember when I said I was retiring from hating? I might not have said that on air. Isaiah took my spot.
You're retiring from hating and then you bring him on the show?
Spot. Isaiah, your game, go.
All right, my game's going to be the Eagles versus the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. I also don't like the Eagles. But the Eagles are good. The Cowboys are ascending. And at the end of the day, when we look at both of those teams, one of them might be the one to come out and represent the NFC because the Bucs are also dead with Tom Brady's marriage. Once the marriage died, so did our offense.
Tom Brady went 2-0.
He went 2-0, and then he lost.
What do we do this week?
It doesn't matter.
How close did we win that one game? We have to go to Germany just to get a win. We can't win in the States, guys. Come on.
A W is a W.
You might have spoken like a Minnesota fan.
9-2.
Jack said the peak of your guys' season is just starting. The peak is the top. That means you're done. You're also about to be dead.
Tampa Bay might have to do the 1 p.m. thing like they do for Kirk Cousins. You know, just think, we're not in America. We're playing somewhere else.
London game.
Yeah.
So my game is the Giants at the Vikings. Christmas Eve. It's going to be a big game. Not even for the Vikings. At that point, the NFC North should be wrapped up. Giants, it's going to decide. Nate's a Giants fan. It's going to be huge for wild card.
I'm not
implications.
Feeling too great.
You're not feeling too great?
Things are starting to roll downhill. Yeah, that's how nervous I am for the Giants.
The Daniel Jones Danny Dimes, the wheels are starting to come off.
The thing that you kind of forget is they were kind of expected to suck this season.
Yeah.
To be honest, so they're overachieving, but they're starting to play better teams. This game against the Washington Commanders, they play them this Sunday and then December 18th. There's going to be, if they get swept by the Commanders, it's a wrap. They're not going to make the playoffs. And, they won't be able to draft a quarterback either because they played too well to start the season. So, life as a Giants fan.
Yeah, they're sticking with Daniel Jones, you think?
I don't know if they have much of a choice.
That's fair.
Poverty franchise, Danny Dimes, it just makes sense, buddy.
So the Vikings.
I see what you did there.
That was an accident.
No, it wasn't.
No, the Danny Dimes thing was playing sense.
The Vikings are going to ruin my Christmas again. 2 years ago, Kamara ran for 6 touchdowns on us, and I cried myself to sleep.
Yes,
so
maybe
that's going to happen
Saquon
again.
can do that.
I hate you so much. So Super Bowl predictions. Nate and Isaiah have the same one. Go.
Oh, just the Chiefs. They're the most well-rounded team. I was picking the Bills a few weeks ago, and then Josh Allen kind of fell apart, and the Bills fell apart. Oh wow! Look at that graphic.
Kirk Cousins trying to get in the front.
The Chiefs are the most well-rounded team. They're starting to run the ball more too. Patrick Mahomes is probably going to win MVP if he keeps on playing the way he has. Oh my God!
I love this man.
The Eagles, their ability to, they put up 40 points on the Packers. I know the Packers kind of suck now, but Jalen Hurts, if he keeps on playing the way he's playing, A.J. Brown's gives him the weapon on the outside they desperately need. And the NFC just isn't too strong. If they run into the 49ers, I think they can give the Eagles some problems, but I think if they avoid them, they make the Super Bowl. Which, as a Giants fan, I don't want to see it, but I don't have much of a choice.
Jimmy G's the sexiest bum to ever play in the NFL. I'm not scared of him come 49ers in the playoffs. Like, he's not going to do anything. He's trash. He'll take you to the Super Bowl. Not really. He's going to let the defense carry.
He'll take you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, take you to the Super Bowl. He might drive as a freaking limo driver.
How
He's
dare
a
he.
bum.
How dare he make the Super Bowl in the NFC Championship game?
Oh my
God.
God.
Bro, I
What
can
right
sit on the
does he have
bench
to
and do
do
nothing
that?
just like
They
he
won
could.
in Philly in the NFC Conference Championship game. Oh my God. You know, Jimmy G.
Bums. So, yeah, I'm running with the same exact picks, but only because of the fact that Mahomes is a beast. I didn't think that they were going to be good. Some would say he's the monster, maybe the top dog, but, you know, Mahomes is nasty. They're good, and I really thought the Bills were going to kill it. Like, honestly, going into the season,
They
I thought
started crazy,
it was
too.
Revenge tour, and then Tua came out and killed him, and then Tua got killed, so now I can't trust either of those teams.
Always a bigger fish.
Yeah, yeah, they're just not good. So I think it's really the Chiefs division or conference to lose, and then the Eagles are the only team that even looks like consistently good in the NFC, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna have to ride with them.
That hurts.
No, but I mean, it's because we thought trading Tyreek Hill's like, oh my God, what are they gonna do? But like, they've kind of gotten better because I mean, what? Like, they have.
Juju's
you don't know
good.
where he's gonna go. Like,
No, stop it, Isaiah. People forgot how good Juju was because he had Big Ben with a 60-year-old
he
man's
was doing
arm
all
thrown
those
to him.
TikToks.
Go
but,
dance
you know,
about it. You think
yeah,
he's
now
so
that
freaking
now that he's settled down a little bit, and
Now that him and
maybe
Jackson Mahomes have
yeah,
settled down
Jackson. I was just
together.
gonna say that him and Jackson Mahomes are buddies.
team
But
chemistry.
no, I mean that's, his ability to distribute the ball makes the Chiefs' offense even more deadly.
Yeah.
Especially, you can never count out Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid. It's just,
Yeah, Andy Reid's hunger for like that post-game snack meal, it's undefeated, bro. There's
hate
no
this
way they
kid.
lose.
I
You-
texted
you-
him.
you chose him to come
I
on
texted him
air.
very late, and I'm like, "Hey man, are
This
you up?" He's
morning.
like, "Yeah,
He
I'm up."
messaged
I'm
me
like,
this morning.
"You're on front NFL." He's like, "You have to do anything?" No, just talk. And he just made.
Yeah, you don't need
Andy
to
Reid
tell him
likes
much more.
food
He
joke.
can definitely do
Oh,
that.
he can talk.
Yeah.
My pick is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my God.
And who?
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, I thought it was the Vikings.
No, it's not the Vikings.
Okay.
Brady's gonna do it. I don't care. I'm never betting against Brady in my life. I don't care. He's gonna play Daniel Jones. That's a win. I don't
If
care.
they make the playoffs.
He's gonna play against Geno Smith. That's a win. I don't care. Vikings are gonna get knocked out somewhere.
Yeah.
Whatever. I've come to
First
accept
game they
that.
don't play at 1 p.m. in the playoffs.
Knocked out. And then it's going to be between Brady and the Eagles. And I'm sorry, I'm taking Tom Brady in the playoffs every single time. If I'm telling you,
I don't
I'm
know, man.
on camera, if it is a Vikings-Dolphins Super Bowl, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do on camera because we will get banned. But I will not be a very happy camper because that is the lowest possible low and the highest possible high. Whatever. Thank you guys all for joining. This is the finale. Thank you to every.
Dude, that was the worst segment of all time.
That was the best segment.
man.
Thank you to every single person who has been on Combine throughout the whole semester. Thank you to every single person who is back there in the studio, in the production room, everybody out here. I really appreciate it. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I should be the host next semester. I just have to. Yeah, classes. Thank you guys. That's really it. I love you. Bye.
Things gon' change when I really hit the field. Undefeated champs, man, you know what's the deal. Tryna find a kid, I'm in the field doing drills. Boy, you just a sucker, you ain't never keep it real. 3 rings in my hand, I'm a warrior to the max. When I hang it up, they gon' have to give me plaques. Step up in the building and I only bring the facts. When I make a highlight, they gon' replay, run it back. Okay, always locked in, now I don't got time to lax.